If you are just joining us, we are gearing up to break down the biggest stories emerging from this year's Summer Olympics.
That's right, and to help us do it is 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Caroline Burckle, who swam for Team USA, joining us right now. We're honored to have you here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. I just asked you, have you been watching the Olympics? And you said, of course.
Of course. Yeah, it's been so exciting. It's bittersweet every time. You want to get in there and race.
You want to be there. What is it, just quickly before we start doing some stuff, what is it like to be part of the Olympic Games?
It's
ceremony,
surreal. Yeah,
it is.
It really is. It's just one of a kind when you bring the world together in one place to do that, and then you're in front of the rest of the world. There's just a really special, magical dynamic about it. It's really neat.
And the opening ceremonies, you all march out together. Do you stick with your own sporting events, or do you all really just come together as a team?
Well, we actually don't. I didn't march in opening ceremonies. Because usually the swimmers swim the next day. So
resting.
You have to rest because you're on your feet for like 5 to 6 hours, if not more. So Michael this year, he marched because he was like day 3 or the third day, second day. So you have this window where you can choose, and they want you to rest. So it's funny because all the swimmers are like Snapchatting each other in the village, like opening ceremonies, watching it on TV. So that was what we did. We watched it on TV.
That is so
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
When you're there and you're about to get in the water, do you feel, are you nervous? Are you numb? What? Talk about maybe your preparation and how you go in the morning of. How do you prepare?
Honestly, you're ready, and everything's autopilot at that point, and you don't really think about it anymore. Like, people ask me, what do you think about before you race? And I'm like, I don't remember, you don't remember because you're just in this phase of you're in tunnel vision. So.
And we're watching your race right now, so tell us a little bit about what we're seeing.
Okay, where am I? That's Allison. So that's the first leg of the 4x2. And that's Allison Schmidt, who's there this year as well. And she was also in 2012, and she was my roommate in 2008. Wow. So she went first, and then Natalie went second, I went third, and Katie Hoff went last. So we each swam a 200. So the same relay the men swam last night was our relay. It's that same distance, 4x2.
Being in a team for swimming,
oh my gosh,
it's
so
different,
awesome.
right? You guys are very, very close, and is there something that you guys do in the pool together, knowing what you have to make up as far as time, or how everyone's doing at the point that they're in the pool?
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic too, because when you qualify for the relay, you're all competing against each other, right? So for USA to qualify for the Olympics, you're competing against each other. So then after that, it's like you come together for a team to compete together.
Wow.
So you're really able to compete against each other and then put it aside and be a team and compete together for a specific cause, and so it's a really cool feeling. And I mean, you all know each other's strategies, you all have an idea of how it's going to go. So it's an awesome dynamic for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What about, what's the bonding like with the team members, and then also with countries you're competing against? Do you get a chance to spend a lot of time with people from other teams, or are you just so dialed in?
Yeah, a little bit of both. It depends. So you're definitely dialed in with swimmers. So we had like a year of your own high rise in the village, and the United States has one entire high rise for just swimming and I think track. So that's 2 sports just for one high rise. So you get to know the track and field guys and a little bit more because you're in the same building, and then the gymnasts are in the building next to you, so you kind of see them more. But honestly, the more individual sports, we bonded with those teams more for some reason. I just think we were on a similar schedule, and we had the same training rooms and things of that nature within the village. So we didn't get to see a lot of the team sports as much as the basketball guys came and watched us, which is cool. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, now look, you look extremely fit still, and we know that this year that Phelps and Locke are trying something called wearable tech.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Are you familiar with it, and what do you think of it?
Yeah, there's so much now that I think that honestly it's trial and error, but for swimming there's less wearable tech just because you're in the water. And I mean, it's going to grow. Everyone's going to become more aware of that, but I think that wearable tech in general is just the new age of everything. So you're able to test, your heart rate and your heart rate variability when you wake up in the morning, and things of that nature I think are really expanding and growing. So it's pretty cool. But we didn't have any experience with that. We didn't even have Instagram in 2008.
Oh,
so
right.
we didn't even have hardly anything like that. So it's a new world to me.
It just reminds me of a Fitbit, but just with more technology added towards it. Okay.
So, and a lot of the people on the team wear Apple watches and stuff too. So that's enough, I think, for them until they get in the pool, and then they can measure their velocity and all that stuff as far as kick and pull and things like that go.
Absolutely. Now, another big topic at the Olympics this year is the cupping.
Yes.
Have you done it before?
Yeah. Cupping's a big thing. I know
painful?
Michael has it all over him and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically there's these suction cups, and in Chinese medicine it's a different thing where they like swab they swab the inside of the cup with heat and then they put it on, but now they have ones that you can just like pull up and they suction, and it brings the blood to the surface. So the capillaries, I think that's capillaries. Oh my gosh, everyone's gonna absolutely laugh at me right now. The capillaries get pulled to the surface and it breaks, so it rushes new blood and kind of boosts your immunity in that way.
Right.
So, but honestly, a lot of it's psychological too, because if you've been doing it your entire season, then doing it there only makes sense because your body's used to it. So it's just sticking with what you're used to.
It's like Mr. Miyagi stuff.
Oh, totally. It's and it's the same thing with anything else, like if you're used to it, like don't change it.
Exactly.
If it's part of your routine.
If it works, keep it.
Yeah, if it's broken, don't fix it. Or if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
Seems like it might be working for him too right now, because he just broke his own record, right?
Yeah, he's doing amazing. I'm so proud of him. Seriously, he's done a huge just shift in his mindset, and it's been really awesome to see.
Absolutely. All right, well, what a night for Team USA at the Rio Olympics. Swimmer Michael Phelps continuing to shatter records, winning his 20th and 21st Olympic gold medals. Jamie Yuccas is in Brazil with a wrap.
Chalk up 2 more gold medals for Michael Phelps, avenging a rare Olympic loss at the London Games. The American swimmer won the 200-meter butterfly by just 4/100ths of a second. He collected his unprecedented 20th gold medal and then hit the water again to anchor a winning relay race.
Number 21 in the books.
Not to be outdone in the pool was 19-year-old Katie Ledecky. She captured her second Rio gold in 2 tries, winning the 200-meter freestyle. And she's not finished yet. Ledecky is a favorite in the 800-meter freestyle event. And the U.S. women's gymnastics team made it look easy. The 5-woman American team ran away with the gold medal with strong performances in all events. It began with the vault. And it ended with Simone Biles' spectacular floor exercise. The 3-time world champion is considered the person to beat for the women's all-around gold medal.
Now, have you also been watching gymnastics as well?
Yes, and I get so nervous every time I watch
the beam.
Still.
I'm like,
yes.
Yeah,
and, starting the games with that one gymnast that was injured on the vault, I just thought, oh my gosh.
I know, it's heartbreaking, and anything can happen, but I think that they're just grateful that they're there and being a part of a team, and they're also supportive.
Yeah.
I think an injury almost happens every year for gymnastics, unfortunately, but they're used to it, I feel like, so they know how to bounce back from that too.
I've been watching some of the eventing too for the equestrian, and that has been rough. Those jumps that do not break, not a fan. It's not easy to watch. Okay, were your parents with you
in Beijing?
Yes,
they came, and my brothers.
Were they like this?
I guess, they're like, we don't really get to see them that much, so they're in the stands and we're down on deck swimming.
So nerve-wracking. I mean, because it can never be easy watching your children compete in the Olympics. So check out Allie Raisman's parents as they watch during their daughter's gymnastic routine.
Oh my gosh. Allie's parents just squirming as she competed, as they were in 2012 when Allie won 2 gold medals as the captain of the women's team, and she returned this year as the leader of Team USA Women's Gymnastics. They won gold last night as a team. Now Allie Raisman and Simone Biles, they go for their individual medals next, but it was hard to see Gabby up there because Gabby Douglas, the All-American sweetheart who had been in the Olympics last time and not able to go back. Would you, if you had 1 gold or even bronze, want to be there to defend that?
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's part of the sport, and the beauty of the sport is you have to know that not every single competition is going to be your absolute best. I mean, even Michael, he's had competitions where he hasn't been happy. You know, it just looks different to him than it does to everyone else. So, but you know, I'm sure Gabby is so proud, and it's new generations. You know, they come up, and she set the bar for this one, and then you know, Simone will set the bar for the next one. So it's just like everyone sets the bar for the next generations, which is super
Heck
cool.
of a bar she set this year.
Yeah, she did,
and
for sure.
You set one as well. I just want to take a look at this medal.
so much
this is
heavier than I thought it
Do you
was
mind
gonna
if I
be.
hold it?
No,
This is
go
incredible
for it.
holding an Olympic gold medal
I know.
right now. This is amazing. But we just get a shot in the camera if you want to see it.
Oh, that one.
Right there, up in one here.
And the back
going
is
to camera
jade.
one.
So on the in China, every medal had a different color here. So the bronze had this color, the silver had a light green jade, and the gold had white.
Oh, too cool. And then look, you can see right here, Beijing.
Yeah, and then the little, and these are like
2008.
honestly the coolest feeling little.
So cool to be holding this piece of history that you made.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
And
Yeah,
thank
it
you
was
so
super
much
cool.
for being here with
Of
us.
course, thank you guys. It's super fun.
Caroline Burckle here with us, and we'll be right back with more news and weather.